Hello viewers, my name is Sunny Batra. I know most of you know me or many of you have been dealing with me, but today is not about me. It's about 151 City Center Drive, and something very exciting will be happening here. There will be multiple residential building or condominium that will be coming here. One of them will be 72-story high. All of this that you see here will be soon converted into a condominium building. Let me tell you one of the uniqueness of Exchange District. It is facing Square One Mall. As you can see, Holt Renfrew, Harry Rosen, Coach, and on the other side you have Celebration Square. This is prime AAA downtown Mississauga location. It can't get better than this. Mississauga is going through major transformation right now. With LRT, they'll be coming here very soon. You have employment opportunities that are being created. This is the best time to invest in Mississauga. There is a lot of growth happening. Be a part of this growth. Let's hear more about Exchange District Condos from the source itself, the developer and their team. Let me take you to their office in Toronto. Today we are joined by Elliott Taube, President of International Home Marketing Group, a man who has sold billions of dollars worth of real estate and has represented so many top developers in Toronto. Thank you so much. And Christopher Castellano, sales and marketing for Camrost. So tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure. Well, first of all, Sunny, thank you so much for having us. I know your time is just as precious as ours, so it's great to get you out here to talk about our project. Ellie and I are very excited. So Camrost Felcorp is GTA developer. We've been around now. We're in our, we just passed our 40th year. We're a very safe, stable developer that's really touched all parts of the GTA. So, we've done a bunch of projects out in Mississauga. We were some of the first pioneers out in the Etobicoke waterfront area, right? That Mystic Point, Park Lawn, and Lakeshore area.
Yes.
More recently, we've been focused in the downtown core of Toronto. So really building up Yorkville as well as revitalizing.
Plaza.
Exactly, Yorkville Plaza.
Some units
Yorkville Plaza. We've got the 200 Cumberland building there as well.
Right.
Yorkville Private Estates, and then right behind us, the Avenue Strip. So the Avenue Corridor, where we've been a major driving force behind its revitalization with our Imperial Village project. So I guess just to sum it up, who Camrost is we're a developer with a ton of experience with all different kinds of products from all different areas in the GTA. And where we really pride ourselves is with building, internationally influenced master plan communities. Additionally, ensuring that the experience of our residents, our purchasers, our investors, our end users is really the best livable experience they have. And then lastly, designing and building very livable and proper suites for people to live in on a long-term basis.
Very nice. Elliott, tell us a little bit about yourself and International Home Marketing Group.
Well, again, thanks for having us. International is a full-service brokerage that specializes in the new home side, celebrating our 26th year now, and
Nice.
As you had said in the beginning, selling billions of dollars of real estate. It's true, and we've absolutely thrilled. This is our first venture with Camrost, and absolutely thrilled to be involved in the Exchange District.
Nice. So there's something big happening in Mississauga.
Yes, definitely.
With the LRT coming in, a lot of employment hubs are coming in, and also you guys are a big part of it. tell us a little bit about Mississauga and what's happening and how you are part of it with Exchange District.
Sure. So, I mean, we'll just start off talking about Mississauga a little bit first. Mississauga, traditionally it was always viewed as a suburb to Toronto, but in the past, 5-10 years, Mississauga's really grown up.
Right.
It's really become a city unto itself. A really interesting fact that 70 of the top of the Fortune 500 companies have their head offices in Mississauga. Elliott loves talking about how, the Pearson Airport is there and it's a massive center for jobs, not only the airport itself, but the surrounding infrastructure around the airport. So Mississauga has really grown up a lot in the past. And what we're seeking to do, what we're aiming to do with the Exchange District is to really bring a grown-up, an urban, internationally inspired master plan community into the downtown of Mississauga. So the goal is, the plan is, what we've been painstakingly designing and mapping out is this master planned mixed use community that will really become the center point of a hub, which will be the downtown of Mississauga.
Nice. Now, in real estate, the focus has been given to location. Location, location, location. What's so unique about Exchange District and its location?
Well, I mean, we've always used that term and terminology. So from a Toronto perspective, if you said Yonge and Bloor, that would be Center Ice in downtown. This is Center Ice of Mississauga. You can't get a better, more connected location. Square One, everybody knows. Major mall,
Right.
every store, everything is at your doorstep there. But everything that surrounds it, the Living Arts Center, so for culture, the mayor's office and all government surrounds it. Massive schools, parks, trails, everything that can take you out. And the connection of the new LRT transit that's coming in there. There is not a better location in Mississauga.
So I think it's located at 151 City Center Drive, where currently there is a Tim Hortons there. That's where this project is coming. So as soon as basically your Square One is outside the building, it's that good of a location.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things when we get a chance to actually get to sale and you're bringing your clients in, so we've built the sales office at 151 City Center. That's an older office building that exists on the site. We're up on the 9th floor, so they're going to see exactly where they are. You look out the window, you see Lake Ontario. You look to the other direction, and you see Square One, the whole Renfrew, Harry Rose, and everything is just right in front of you.
And Celebration Square.
Celebrations.
Why? Of course, my investors, they are looking to buy in a great location, great building, with great developer. So why they should buy in Mississauga today, and why in Exchange District?
I'll take that. So first off, a master plan community. If you're ever going to be an investor or you plan to live in it like down the road, and Chris was very eloquent in saying in the beginning, we've painted over the suites here. So the designs and everything is exceptionally livable. A master plan community, especially in phase one, is always that jumping ground to get in.
Phase one.
Yes. So that's where we're starting. It's the first building of Exchange. So there's no better time. We've watched real estate prices go through the roof in Toronto. I mean, off camera, you and I were talking about some of the recent releases in the city, and we're seeing prices at $1,200 a square foot, 15, 16, up to 1,800 right now. And in those areas, from an investment standpoint, what is your return? What is your rental return? So pricing in Mississauga right now is much below, far below what the Toronto threshold is right now. And the funny thing is you're getting similar rent. So if you plan to rent out the suite, you're getting the same rent paying, $800 a foot for something in Toronto that you're paying $1,200 or possibly more a foot. So just that dollar ROI is a great point. And coming in now with a developer such as Camrost, who's really going to change the skyline, like the architecture is so dramatic. And Mississauga is growing well. I mean, I think two of the most iconic buildings that sit within the city sit in Mississauga, and this is going to rival them and really complement that skyline. And being first in line, that's, you can't get any
Phase
better.
one, meaning best pricing and great selection of units.
Yeah.
or best selection of units, should we say.
Definitely. And just to add on to what Elliott was saying, I think in today's market, and Sunny, you could probably attest to this, having a strong developer with a proven track record is very important for investors and for purchasers as this market is continually growing and evolving. So, you know, taking that 4 decades plus of experience that Camrost has to develop, you know, these painstaking suites that are very livable, is really what helps set this across. Because it's one thing, you know, during the early on in the purchase cycle when you're buying something off plans. It's another thing when you're actually, you know, living in these suites, living in these communities, and, you know, interacting with it on a daily basis. So that's really where the strength of Camrost comes in. And specifically for these towers, we brought in, you know, some huge international names. International home marketing, obviously.
Of course.
But in addition to them, you know, the people who designed our extensive retail amenity space, as well as our huge pedestrian piazza in the middle, is the renowned architects out of London, England, the BDP Group.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so they're
They are
incredible
very well
architects, very well known. The architecture itself, you know, this stunning dramatic cantilever was done by the IBI Group, which is, you know, international world-class, world award-winning group based here with the Toronto office. And then for the designers, the interior designers are Hoven Huard, who are responsible for many high-end hotels all across the United States. So we really, you know, looked all across the globe for, you know, what makes a community the best, what makes it the most livable, how can we bring this cutting edge urbanization in a very classical way that'll stand the test of time to Mississauga.
Nice. Now, let's get into amenities. Buildings that have unique amenities have done very, very well in terms of appreciation. So what's so unique about Exchange District and its amenities?
Sure. So to talk about the amenities at the Exchange District, we have to talk a bit about Camrost's philosophy that I mentioned earlier of these master plan communities and really building, you know, an urban place for people to live long term and for people to enjoy long term. One of the big, you know, pillars of that strategy is you need a strong retail and social amenity offering. So when I'm talking social amenity, those are your amenities you'll typically find in a condo building, but at Camrost, we always go that extra mile to make them that much bigger. So in the Exchange District, we're going to be having a 20,000 square foot amenity center that's going to have, you know, your fitness, state-of-the-art fitness facility. It's going to have your yoga rooms, your stretching rooms, your spin room, massage studio. Additionally, really interesting is we're going to be putting in a half-court basketball court.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible. Then, you know, there's going to be an indoor pool, which is going to be accessible 12 months out of the year. We've got an outdoor sun deck. Additionally, we're doing a huge rooftop terrace, which is going to have, you know, barbecues, outdoor screening, all that kind of stuff. And those will be the social amenities as well as work from home spaces, right? Given the way jobs are evolving, you know, in the 21st century, we've noticed a lot of people are either telecommuting into work or working from home. So one thing we really challenged our architects and our designers to do was come up with, you know, an efficient way to have work from home spaces for those people to use. Then outside of that realm, you know, looking at the retail amenities, we've got, working with BDP, we have an extensive retail space that's going to be going into the district that we're looking at getting cafes, restaurants, grocery stores. You know, some of the world-class, best retail in the world, you know, is right across the way, steps away from you at Square One. So we're really looking at focusing on those lifestyle amenities that make your life easier to live. And then on top of that I mentioned earlier, you've got that pedestrian piazza. That's going to be much more of a communal gathering space. You're going to have terraces for restaurants that are bleeding out onto it. You're going to have huge, extensive spaces for entertainment and, you know, places you can just go and sit and read a book with your friends and family.
Nice. I think there's also a hotel coming here as well, right?
So yes, there is provisions for a boutique hotel to go into it. So those are, you know, not to give too much away at the launch, but those are more things. Sunny, of course, always has the inside information. But yeah, so there's provisions here for boutique hotel, for actual office space. There's a lot of stuff we want to accomplish with this district.
Nice. Is there any indication of the price that you can give at this point?
Well, I mean, I can tell you one thing, that going into the Mississauga market, we realize that there is competition out there. This was never meant to be a price proposition and will be positioned accordingly. You're getting something a little bit extra, the Camrost brand, the fit and finish, the suites, the accessibility, everything that Chris just talked about from an amenity package and piazza. So I can tell you it's going to be exceptionally affordable. It'll probably be on more of the higher end of the current projects out there, but well worth it, and especially in this market. And one thing, really in educating your investors too, the Toronto market has fueled a price increase that is not only market driven, but it's cost driven. Like construction costs these days and hard costs, development fees, levies, everything that's been imposed us from a government standpoint have contributed to this. So, it's not all just raising prices for the fact of raising it. There's a lot of things that go into the background. But I can tell you that we'll start somewhere probably, from an end price in the 300,000
nice.
and up from there. So it's definitely affordable, approachable from an investment standpoint.
Did I hear 300,000?
I said somewhere in the threes, right? So, we're coming up to our launch. Our official launch date is April 25th. We're going to be doing a massive event for the realtor community and introducing it to the whole public realm. And at that point, all the prices will become available.
Very nice. Any advice you have to our clients, investors, or end users who are looking to get their feet wet in the real estate market?
Well, I think, first off, advice, if you're looking to jump in, it's got to be something that you're comfortable and can afford right off the bat. So I think Mississauga and 905 and projects like that afford you that ability to get in. The city of Toronto is becoming a little bit more out of reach. But really, the true key is working with a realtor who has access. That's a big thing. We're sitting here with you because you do have that access to projects from us and from Camrost. Making sure that your clients ask those pre-construction questions and you really educate them on those aspects.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time here. And for all my viewers, I'll be sharing more information with you. Make sure to register or give me a call at the number on the screen.